Okay, CAD class. This is Mr. Voigt. Last video we did a roof, and now we are going to put in we're going to go ahead and put in a floor. So if you look at the roof level, it shows you the roof. And if you look at the garage level, you don't see the roof. So what we're going to do is put in a floor. Now, a lot like all the different things we do, um, we're going to put the different components in there, just like the walls, just like the roof we did in the last video. So I want to show you first here. We're going to put a structural floor in. So if you go to the structure tab, there's floor here, and it gives you these three choices: structural, architectural, and floor slab edge. If you go back to the architectural tab, it also gives you a floor tab, and it gives you architectural, structural. And so it doesn't matter which way. They have one more choice here, right? The floor by face. But anyway, we're going to do a structural. It doesn't matter which place you start from. It's going to be the same. They just put the same tab in two different places. And as you can see, just like when we did the roof, you go to the Modify tab. And when you come down here, it's going to click these walls. So they're doing a generic 12-inch floor. So before we put our floor in this time, we're going to go ahead and edit this. Actually, I don't know if I did this with my roof, but I need to duplicate it. Then I'm going to call it my garage. I'm going to edit it. So the structure part of this is, I'm going to put this, we're going to build this like it's a house. So we're going to go structure. Oops, structure, joist, rafter layer. And just like our roof, it's going to be 11 1/4 inches wide. I might have made my roof a little bit too thick. I mean, we may not have needed 11-inch um, rafters, but I made them that way. We can always go back and change them. We are going to need at least 11 1/4 inches on our floor. Okay, so we're going to insert above it a substrate. You can see a pattern here, right? It's going to be sheathing, plywood sheathing. That's going to be 3/4 of an inch this time because people are going to walk on it. Needs to be a little thicker. It's going to hold weight. You know, since this is a garage, we really can't do wood, can we? Let's do this. We're going to go to steel. Structural steel bar joist layer. There you go. And we'll leave it at the same. This is not going to be plywood. This is going to be reinforced concrete. We're going to say cast in place concrete. Right like that. And we'll make it just thick. 4. Okay. So that'll be our floor. So we're still in here. That is our garage floor. We're going to click here, 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 and here. And if we go in here, see how that's out on the outer edge. That's where we want it. And we're going to go, okay. And as you can see, you have a floor. When we come, oops, as you all can also can see, that floor goes below grade or below your garage level. This is our floor right here. And you see, it doesn't quite go down. I don't know what the distance is here, but you should be a 1/2 inch from your edge. I'm not exactly sure what this measures, but we can figure it out right here. It's measuring 1.25 inches. That's a little bit wide. I would like this to come out a bit. Um, our sheathing will come down over this part, but since this is concrete, it may not. I don't know. Normal residential construction, this would be wood, and this because we're going to put a basement under this garage. That's why I made this a concrete floor. Um, and then your sheathing comes down and covers your wooden floor joists and so forth. We're just going to leave this for now. We might have to fix this coming out to the edge of our wall, but we can do that later. So right now we have a roof. This is our roof. We have a floor. We have our walls. You have everything on the inside. What we're going to do next, so that's your roof. Just leave, or your floor. Just leave it for now. We're going to come back and we're going to put foundation walls and footings under this for all of it to sit on. Then we're going to put stairs that go down into that base. Essentially, we're putting a basement on our garage. So when we put our floor in there, remember, we put steel for our joists and then structural concrete on top of that steel. So it could carry the weight of cars being parked on it. And then we're going to put a foundation walls underneath it and footings and then a concrete floor in the basement of this garage so that we can use the basement. So that's what we're going to do. And by the way, we're doing all this. It chose a garage simply because there's less detail in the garage than there would be a house. But I wanted to put all the elements that you're going to need because you're going to make a house on your own after we finish the garage project. So that's why we're building all these elements in it. Not very many people would build a garage like this, but some people do actually put basements under their garages. So usually, if they put a basement under it, they have the topography falls away and they have a door in there so they can pull bigger things in there. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Thanks.